ऐसे और वीडियोस के लिए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। 3, 2, 1 स्टार्ट।
The court found that the aforesaid scheme, being a voluntary scheme introduced by the Government of India, has provided that if the dispute and demand is settled by the authority and pending proceedings were withdrawn by an importer, the balance demand against the importer shall be dropped and the importer shall be immune from any penal proceedings under any law. Stop. The court also came to the conclusion that under the Custom Act, 1962, the appellant have been discharged and the scheme granted them immunity from prosecution. Stop. On those facts, the court held that the immunity which has been granted under the provision of Custom Act will also extend to such offences that may, prima facie, be made out on identical allegation, namely, evasion of custom duty and violation of any notification under the said act. Stop. The court also found on a reading of the charge sheet and the FIR that there was no allegation against the appellant of any intentional deception or of fraudulent or dishonest intention. Stop. On those facts, the court held that once a civil case has been compromised and the alleged offense has been compounded, the continuance of the criminal proceedings thereafter would be an abuse of the judicial process. Reliance was also placed on the judgment of this court in the case of CBI and other. Stop. In paragraphs 30 and 31 of the judgment, this court held that dispute between company and the bank have been set at rest on the basis of compromise arrived at between them. Stop. The court noted that bank does not have any claim against the company. Stop. The court poses the question whether the power of quashing criminal proceedings were suffering from some disabilities, a person to represent the aforesaid category of persons is only competent to compound the offence, and in such cases the permission of the court is required. Stop. Section 324B also reiterates the same principle by providing that when a person who is otherwise competent to compound an offence is dead, his legal representatives, as defined under the Code of Civil Procedure may, with the consent of the court, compound such offence. Stop. Therefore, representation of the person compounding has been provided in all situations. Stop. Relying on the aforesaid clause in the section 147 of the NI Act, learned counsel for the appellant argued that a 3-judge bench decision of this court in Damodar case